It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Texans, and it's all up next.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 22 carries, 137 yards. Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Robinson. Taking it right down Broadway. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run a wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Henry again on second down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down carry for Henry.
Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Do you remember?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. The Texans at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop. And this time he is in. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Breaks the tackle, narrow alley. Derrick Henry all alone.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, 1 shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Titans have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Stroud off the play fake.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully cold.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
from 8 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Levis throwing again on 2nd down. That's complete to Treylon Burks.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Levis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Levis on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stroud, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll run it again with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Houston. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Levis looking to throw. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd down, here's Spears.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now Levis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Levis to throw it.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Levis.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Levis now on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Over the middle, he has a Okonkwo.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Levis.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Robinson up the middle. Down to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came